the participants for this very special admission session today of IMT. Uh, a very good afternoon from a rainy day at IMT Ghaziabad campus. I hope everyone is safe. I hope everyone is healthy, and I hope everyone is practicing social distancing as much as possible. My name is Ishita Kundu, and I head admissions and marketing for the IMT group. As you are very well aware of the IMT group of institutions at the flagship campuses, we have 4 IMT campuses, the oldest one being IMT Ghaziabad, and we have sister campuses at IMT Nagpur, IMT Dubai, as well as IMT Hyderabad. So I am going to introduce you first to my co-panelists and then take you down the agenda for today's discussion. With me, I have Professor Dhananjay Singh, who is from IMT Hyderabad. He is the admissions chairperson of IMT Hyderabad. I also have Professor Pawan Jain, who is the admission chairperson and professor at IMT Nagpur. I also have Professor Barnali Chakladhar, who is the admissions chairperson and professor at IMT Ghaziabad. I welcome you all panelists to today's discussion. So I will give you a brief overview of the agenda that we are going to discuss today, and then we will move forward. The agenda for today is firstly to give you a brief overview of the campuses of IMT Ghaziabad, IMT Nagpur, and IMT Hyderabad in terms of the program offerings they have, the accreditation, the rankings they have, the pedagogy they follow, the specializations they offer, specifically pertaining to the 2-year PGDM programs. Also, a little bit of a glimpse about the placement season. We ended placements with a bang, as all of you know, and most of our campuses have completed the placements or in the final leg of the placement. So we're going to discuss a little bit about that, which is, I think, a great interest for the incoming students. And then, last but not the least, we will take you, after this discussion of the 3 IMT campuses, I will take you through the admissions process. What is the standard process as well? What is the revamped process that we are talking about for 2022 admissions? And then we will also give you an idea about what IMT is looking for an aspirant, and what are the qualities that you should bring to the table when appearing for the admissions process of IMT. So just give me 1 second. As you all are aware, IMT is a premier management institute offering top class management education. It was established in 1980, so we are a 40-plus-year-old institute with a great legacy, which translates to great alumni, great rankings, great accreditations, and a great pedagogy. So the management programs of IMT are profiled appropriately with evolving and new skills which is required for the business world. Specifically, I would say the post-COVID business world, which is very new, which is very different from the pre-COVID world. And it also has campuses across the country, which are very ultra-modern. The infrastructure is up to date, and it has very deep corporate engagement, very deep international and global connects, and very, very good faculty and alumni network. The 4 pillars in which IMT stands is legacy, leader, learning, and location. So as you all know, we are a 40-plus-year-old brand, because of which we have a rich legacy. We are very well known with our recruiters. We are very well known with the corporates, with students, as well as the alumni. We are also a leader in the top ranked private B schools in the country. We have very good international and national accreditations, which are known all over the globe. Our learning is a part of the fact that we are accredited by global institutes. So it is driven by that. The pedagogy is very up to date. It is revised every couple of years with inputs from the academia as well as the industry, and very, very strong industry academia collaboration. Our locations are also very vital. As you know, we are located at Ghaziabad, which is in the Delhi NCR region. We are located at Nagpur, which is very close to Mumbai, the financial capital, as well as Hyderabad, which is the IT capital of the country. So we are very, very strategically located in terms of our locations across the country. So now I would hand over the stage to Professor Barnali, who will take you through the IMT Ghaziabad campus and the advantages of IMT Ghaziabad campus. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Ishita. And good afternoon, all of you. Welcome to this very special session on admissions. And I also welcome my co-panelists from IMT Nagpur and IMT Hyderabad campuses. So as you know, Ms. Ishita has already explained about IMT's legacy and IMT's formation in the year 1980. So in fact, IMT Ghaziabad was set up in 1980. So you can well imagine that the kind of alums we have at IMT Ghaziabad. So we have a huge, strong pool of IMT's alumni who are always helpful and always mentor our students. They help us in recruiting and in assigning projects to our students. So they're always available for us. We have leadership talk, and in fact, in leadership talk, we invite most of our alumni apart from industry stalwarts, So alumni are very well placed. They are CXOs in different companies. So that is the kind of network you will have at IMT Ghaziabad. If you come to our campus, you will see that the alumni who are there on LinkedIn, so our students get connected, and then through their connection, so it's a chain of connection. So that is the kind of legacy IMT Ghaziabad has. About the ranking, yes, we have all the international and prominent national rankings and accreditations, and we are ASSP accredited. In fact, IMT Ghaziabad was accredited for ASSP when I think there were hardly 5 institutes in India. And not only about accreditation, we are even re-accredited. Now, what is so special about it? You must be wondering. It is the quality. ASSB body is extremely conscious about the quality of education, quality of delivery, the process, everything. The process has to be absolutely, I can say, perfect. I cannot even say near perfect. We have to constantly upgrade our course outlines, course curriculum, and we have to be very, very industry friendly, and the courses have to be very industry friendly and very dynamic, and so that the students, when lands up in the corporate world, can work from day one itself. And so I've already spoken about our alumni. We have different alumni chapter in India and abroad, and we keep on having alumni meet, and all our students alumni committee along with faculty mentors organize them. So we have 50 international partners. I'll come to the international partners slide in the next slide. And it's about international partners. I would say you name a country and we have a partner institute there. Yeah, and it's like outgoing and incoming faculty exchange and student exchanges are all there. That goes without saying. But the good part is that in our course outline and in our course curriculum, we have a fixed percentage where the international partner comes and delivers a part of the lesson. And this year we have had many prominent international faculty members who could attend and conduct a course or conduct a few sessions because they were all done online. We have a very strong pedagogy. In fact, a lot of inputs are taken from the industry as well as prominent academicians. We do not revise our course outline after a particular interval. It is a continuous process. Anything happens in the industry and the faculty feels that this needs to be incorporated to make the student better groomed for the placement purpose, we immediately do it. Can we have the next slide, please? Yeah, so we will be now playing a corporate video, and after that I'll take you to the next slide. You'll get a good idea about IMT Ghaziabad campus from this corporate video.
When I first walked into IMT Ghaziabad, what surprised me is something that I did not expect, which was the campus to be as beautiful as it is.
We have a lush green campus here with the old red brick architecture. It was very pleasing to look at.
Established in 1980, Institute of Management Technology Ghaziabad is India's premier AACSB accredited management school with distinct focus on grooming leadership through innovation, execution and social responsibility.
IMT Ghaziabad has prepared me is holistically for a corporate world where I know how to interact with the top management as well as the people who I'm working with and people who I'm going to go out and communicate with.
With a vision to create socially responsible business leaders, IMT Ghaziabad constantly strives towards excellence by inculcating values and ethics to individuals, fostering thought leadership, and providing a conducive and enabling environment for continuous learning, research, management development, consulting, and international partnerships. Is India's premier AACSB accredited management school with distinct focus on grooming leadership through innovation, execution, and social responsibility.
IMT Ghaziabad has prepared me is holistically for a corporate world where I know how to interact with the top management as well as the people who I'm working with and people who I'm going to go out and communicate with.
With a vision to create socially responsible business leaders, IMT Ghaziabad constantly strives towards excellence by inculcating values and ethics to individuals, fostering thought leadership, and providing a conducive and enabling environment for continuous learning, research, management development, consulting, and international partnerships.
IMT Ghaziabad is India's premier AACSB accredited management school. For the last 40 years, we have been focusing on grooming leadership. Grooming leaders who are able to work in various conditions, various dynamic setups, and of course, offer a lot of skill sets. Our alumni have been working in cutting-edge areas across companies in India as well as abroad. Our faculty not only teach with excellence in the classroom, but are also into cutting-edge management research and thought. The world of work, and of course the world of education, has changed. It requires a very different approach. It requires a very different pedagogy. It requires a very different approach to how we relate to students in the classroom. IMT, with its experience, the kind of faculty it has, the kind of principles and practices it adopts, is rightly placed, ready to be able to still carry on adding value to future leaders as we go further into this century.
The two-year program at IMT Ghaziabad is focused on building the leadership skills and harnessing the entrepreneurial mindset of the students. The program is built around the philosophy of knowing, doing, and being. While knowing centers around building the knowledge base of the student, doing is focused on applying that knowledge base and skills in real life situation. That is where we offer a number of workshop-based courses which are field-based, and being is evaluating oneself and aligning one's individual goals with the program goals of the program. The program offers a number of innovative aspects, one being the internationalization aspect, where each and every student will undergo a minimum immersion of 1 week across different campuses across the globe. The other highlight is we also allow students to choose free electives as well as core electives, which focuses on bringing the all-round development and personality of the student.
Our pedagogy and the way our curriculum is designed, which focuses heavily on case-based learning approach. We also work on a lot of live projects which prepare us to participate in these case study competitions.
We have workshops like design thinking and critical thinking that not only are a part of the curriculum but ensure that we develop over a period of time when we are here spending 2 years at IMT Ghaziabad.
In a particular case discussion method, our objective is to give students a structured stimuli and see how they respond to and how they explore different dimensions of the same situation.
Institute of Management Technology Ghaziabad's experienced and talented faculty are world-renowned researchers of repute.
A lot of courses are taken by the academicians from the corporates, which enables a lot of on-field and live knowledge coming to the students and the classroom, and which enhances the entire classroom experience itself.
The fact that from an academics perspective, you get best of the faculties and you get to study with the best minds of the country. So that is a great exposure that prepares you for your industry experience ahead.
The Student Initiative Program and various committee contributes firmly towards foundation of basic management skills, marketing acumen, and strategic managerial decision-making expertise amongst the students.
By the time it's 8:30 p.m. in the evening, life really starts at IMT. A lot of committee work is there, a lot of sports activities are going on, other clubs and committees are involved in which people put in their efforts and participate in competitions.
I think this is a very nice culture that we got involved into, because we learn how to deal with people from different backgrounds, how we have to work as a team for one goal and eventually the benefit of ourselves and the campus.
The focus is not just on academia, but the idea is to make you a smart manager, not just somebody who knows the concepts, but somebody who can actually get the work done.
We are involved in so many business school competitions that only the top tier 1 colleges get to.
Entrepreneurship occupies a major part of academia at IMT.
There are 3 key things which we do at the entrepreneurship cell of IMT Ghaziabad. First, being we provide incubation opportunity to the ideas in the campus, backed by the right resources of mentors and investors. Second, we carry out the events throughout the year, like a startup weekend, where the students need to execute the business idea within the campus. And third, we act as a platform between the budding entrepreneurs and the investors across the country.
We nurture our student managers to be corporate ready, and our placement records are testimony to our effort.
The moment you join the college, they start preparing you for your upcoming placements. So be it summer placements or final placements, the placement season here is more of a rolling process where you'd have companies visiting campus regularly and coming to take students.
With each passing year, IMT Ghaziabad has been breaking its own records, be it in terms of average stipend offered or the average CTC or the highest stipend offered to our students.
Out of the 300 plus companies that come for recruitment for summers and finals alike, we have companies across industries like sales, marketing, finance, media and entertainment, operations, HR, and all the other segments of management that are possible, that from which companies come to recruit from our college.
The global exposure at IMT Ghaziabad is distinct in a way that provides our student managers with an international interface in terms of students exchange program.
IMT has partner institutes in various countries, and students have an opportunity to spend a semester abroad for an exchange program.
So after interacting during the open houses, I finally got through and I got selected for Kedge Business School, that is in Bordeaux, Pessac.
I had the opportunity to visit Neoma Business School in Rouen, France for a period of 3 months from January to March in 2019.
The world-class facilities, the curriculum and the pedagogy at IMT Ghaziabad reinforce its efforts to create globally responsible leaders who are capable of creating new hallmarks in the world of business, economy and society.
The best thing about IMT is that you can choose an industry, and even if you have to go more granular than an industry, you choose a company that you like, and there would be an alumni member working there, and those people are so helpful and energetic towards helping you build your own career. It is amazing.
The future is now, and you are destined to lead it. IMT Ghaziabad welcomes you.
Thank you very much. So now you have some idea about IMT Ghaziabad's campus. And as you saw that we prepared the students to be corporate ready from day one itself. So we do not only concentrate on academics and, something like industry experience on the job or summer training or something like that. We go beyond that. Our students participate in various competitions. And many a times we have seen that they bag PPOs from those competitions. So, and all the clubs and committees, etc., are student driven. So in fact, students actually work on this at 8:30 in the evening, and they have their classes till maybe sometimes 6, 7. But the students are never tired, always energetic, because they know that if they this is the kind of 2 years is their investment, which they will reap in the near future. And about our ranking, as you can see, we are always ranked very high, and we are ranked very high in Business World by Business Today, and then GHRDCT, and then Global HRDC, and then India Today, etc. So definitely the institute is very ranked highly, and that is all because of the students' achievements, placements, infrastructure, faculty achievements, etc. Next slide, please. So I'll briefly explain you about our different programs. So as the time is very short, so I'll very briefly explain them, but then you can always refer to us. You can always write emails to our admission department, or you may please also refer to our website where detailed explanation of these courses are given, of these streams are given. So we have 2-year full-time program. As you know, one is PGDM full-time, PGDM marketing, PGDM finance, PGDM dual country program, and PGDM banking and financial services program. Now, what is the difference between, say, PGDM finance and PGDM banking and financial service, and why did we come out with that particular program? The reason is that, as you know, that banking requires very niche knowledge and niche experience, etc. So in PGDM banking and financial program, what we do is we have a tie-up with a very prominent international university, highly ranked university business school, which is Velrig Business School, whose faculty teach 40% of the course. So what happens there is we have the students of PGDM BFS have a global exposure, and because they do about 2 weeks of boot camp in Brussels and London. So of course, if the situation is fine and it is COVID free. And also, as I said, 40% of the course is taught by Velrig faculty. And this sector actually prepares the students who are very interested to pursue a career in banking and financial services. And the course is very niche course. There are a couple of banking, financial services and analytics and fintech courses, etc., which will actually orient them to this particular sector. And as you know that, this is a growing sector, and about 35% of our NSE's market capitalization is from banking and financial sector. And India is also growing very fast in fintech, and along with China. And in fact, it is globally taking over, globally growing at a very fast pace. So this has a lot of prominence. We have another program which will again expose you to dual country. This is a dual country program, or we call it DCP. Again, you will get a lot of global exposure in this, because half the course is done in Ghaziabad campus and half the course is Dubai campus. And the good thing is that you can also opt for placements not only in Ghaziabad, you are also eligible to appear for placements in Dubai campus. And then in this about your summer program, summer internship, you will be given, till now we have been giving options to students to either opt for Ghaziabad summer placement or Dubai summer placement, but most probably from the next year onwards, you will have to compulsorily have a summer placement in GCC countries. And We have also 2-year full-time program, and where of course different tracks are offered like marketing, financial management, human resource, IT and analytics, operations and strategy. So you can go for majors and minors in these tracks. And about the DCP program, I just wanted to mention that this is a super specialized program. So you will have tracks like international logistics, international trade and logistics, international business and marketing, advanced quantitative finance. And so these are very, very customized and niche specializations. Next slide, please. In case you have detailed questions, we can take them later because I have to also request my colleagues from Nagpur and Hyderabad campus to introduce their campus. And so about our faculty, IMT's faculty, you know, there are 63 faculty members. You can just browse through our website and you will get get to know what kind of faculty members are they. But then I'm very proudly, I can say more than 80% of the faculty members have industry experience. More than about, say, almost 90% have premier academic experience prior to joining IMT Ghaziabad, and 55 faculty members are PhD from top universities and institutes in India and abroad, and 16 of them are from IITs and IIMs. And faculty they keep on publishing. So this is something, we have a Center for Faculty Development at IMT Ghaziabad campus where the faculty are updated, global speakers come and they deliver talks, and as you can see that faculty members keep on publishing papers in prominent journals, and there were 354 papers in national refereed journals in the past preceding 5 years, and faculty members have written 142 case studies which they discuss in classrooms. So teaching pedagogy is a blend of cases, simulations. We have simulation exercise. We have design thinking workshop and other cutting edge workshops. We have leadership talks from the industry, and we have also talks from the global eminent faculty members. They sometimes they come visit the campus and deliver the talk in class, and sometimes it is done online. For example, we had Professor Parsuram from USA, and then Professor Naresh Malhotra from USA, and then UK we have had from Slovenia and UK, etc. You just name the country and the prominent faculty members come from there and deliver talks. So this is the kind of global exposure that our faculty and the students of IMT Ghaziabad have. And faculty, of course, once they upgrade themselves, they give it back to the classroom, to the students. So life at IMT Ghaziabad, I would say that the students say that they never sleep, which actually you must have seen in corporate video that their life actually starts at 8:30 in the evening, and then the whole night, and 8:30 in the morning again they're back to classroom. And we have a beautiful student hostels. Our clubs and committees are driven by students. We have a faculty member, and in fact, sports, we are very active in sports, and we have a center for sports also, which is actively organizing events and seminars in the entire country. So our library, we have a beautiful library which you can access remotely also. We have our Bloomberg terminal, we have Reuters, and all these you can access during COVID period. For example, our students access them in online mode, even on Bloomberg terminal. So when finance is being taught, it is taught through Bloomberg, and we have access to that. Apart from that, of course, students' initiatives, etc. are there. Keep on having guest talks and from industry leaders, etc. And that is a compulsory part. In fact, 20% of our course is out of, whatever sessions we have, 20% of the session has to be compulsorily delivered by industry experts. So many a times our alum come and alumni, they just discuss with the students, and the students also kind of develop their network, etc. You can just run through, you can just see that, like for example, Abhishek Sumani, who is the general manager in Jindal Group Delhi, came for a lecture. He keeps on coming every year. Then we have Dr. Raj Agnihotri, who is again the Dean's Fellow of Iowa State University. Manish Singh is the Senior General Manager of Work Hard. So these are the kind of people, some of them are alumni and some of them are otherwise industry leaders. And that is the kind of interaction you have in classroom. So we have this IMT Ghaziabad's Incubation Center. And this is just in case you are interested in starting some kind of business of your own. So this is a great opportunity for you. You can join this, where you will get a lot of mentorship from our co-founders. Many of your students are now well-known entrepreneurs, so they will be holding hands and then mentoring you. Will be connecting you to different VCs, etc. So this is one of the excellent opportunities that we provide in our campus. I thought I should be sharing with you. So about our international partnerships, I've already spoken, like the prominent speakers who come, they deliver in class, and the students also go for exchange programs. Unfortunately, during COVID period, our students could not go abroad. Otherwise, we have a very prolific exchange of students, faculty, and student exchange. And this, otherwise in international exchange, we have a lot of great talks, leadership talks, etc. And the students are very actively involved in this international partnerships. And we have partnerships with 50 prominent business schools. About the placements of IMT Ghaziabad, as you can see that this year the placement has been very good. And I don't know whether you have heard that it has been good everywhere. But then with us, it was a very commendable placements, which is again driven by faculty mentor. We have a head of placements, and apart from that, our students. So we placed 517 students in just 17 days. And the highest CTC is 62 lakh per annum. And this student was placed in Tolara. Average CTC is 15.28 lakhs. As you can see, and it is a 23% hike. So 23% hike, if you take it in absolute figure, it is a jump of 2.95 lakhs, which means something. A jump of 2.95 lakhs in just 1 year. That is what 23% means to us. So this is the top 20% average and 10%. So if you are in top 10%, you will get, your average would be something like 24.99 or 25 lakhs. Some of these companies who keep on coming to our campus this year, many new companies also joined in. Many of these companies, in almost all the companies, our alum are a part of the senior leadership team. Yeah. Next slide, please. So sector-wise, just if you want to have a look at it, so about 28% get placed in, IT and ITS sector, 26% in BFSI sector, and this is the reason why we thought of going for another BFSI course. There's a lot of demand, and the students are they study from day one. They study the niche courses meant for BFSI sectors. Some of these alumni testimonials, these are there. They are as you can see, Dharmil is the co-founder of PharmEasy. Aditi is heading Coca-Cola. Avik Sarkar, he's in Kellogg. We have Shayani Banerjee, she's the brand manager. So these are all alum. They are our recruiters also, directly or indirectly, and they do a lot of mentorship and handholding of our students. Next slide, please.
Ma'am, due to paucity of time, I'm skipping this video testimonials. If there is time, I'll share in the end.
Yeah,
So now I think IMT Nagpur will be presenting, and then I think the students should stay tuned. Post the insights from Nagpur and Hyderabad, I will be sharing about the admissions criteria, the cutoffs, as well as the profile basis admissions that we have introduced this year. So over to Professor Pawan Jain.
Thank you, Ishita. Thank you, Professor Pranali. And good evening to everyone, and welcome to this session. Coming straight to IMT Nagpur highlights. We were started in 2004. We were the second campus as far as the IMT family was concerned, located out of Nagpur. Campus is huge, close to 30 acres in size, with all the modern facilities, all the modern infrastructure facilities which you can think of for intense learning and overall development environment. Just to give you a brief about what all facilities do we have, somewhere close to 15 large classrooms and 3 computer labs with 180 modern machines, well equipped with 180 modern machines. Library is quite large, having somewhere close to 80,000 plus books and collection of good journals. 2 large playgrounds where you can play cricket, football, hockey, etc. 2 gymnasiums which are well equipped with all the equipments. So these are the infrastructural support which we provide to the student managers who are taking admissions at IMT Nagpur. Coming to the ranking and accreditations, our campus, our infrastructure, our academic resources have been recognized by well-known rating agencies. So Education World rated us 14, week put us in top 25, and Business Standard has put us as A1 category. Accreditations and approvals, we are NBA accredited. All the courses which we are running, they are AICTE recognized, and we have MBA equivalence from AIU for our PhD program. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. Small video, quickly.
When I first walked into IMT Nagpur, I was absolutely mesmerized by the lush green forest that surrounds the campus.
Established in the year 2004, the Institute of Management Technology Nagpur is India's premier MBA-accredited management school with a vision to contribute to the development of business and society through excellence in grooming leadership, entrepreneurial talent, and research.
I am very proud to say that we are one of the institutes which got 5-year NBA accreditation. We also have our program with AIU equivalence. Presently, we are working on AACSB accreditation.
Located on a sprawling campus of 27 acres, IMT Nagpur provides world-class infrastructure that embraces the academic vitality of this institution.
The sun rises with beautiful birds chirping around and sets with a new learning experience. Every day in IMT is a different day and adds more and more value to your life.
The institution has adopted an innovative pedagogy wherein there is a rare synthesis of conceptual understanding with practical business experience imparted to its student managers.
We follow a collaborative and integrative approach with corporate houses and industry captain in designing and delivering our curriculum.
At IMT, we involve corporate people at every stage of the program, whether it's the curriculum designing, whether delivering of sessions of courses, calling guest lectures, having interaction with them, and finally designing the certification programs.
Learning Resource Center, or LRC, a library with the finest collection of books, journals, e-journals, corporate and industry information, and country research databases, is the lifeblood of the institution.
As a part of innovation, we offered the concept of FlexiCore, where a student gets an opportunity in the very first year to pick few courses as FlexiCore according to his specialization.
Pedagogically, we use some of the most advanced and relevant tools inside the classroom. be it using a simulation to explain leadership lessons, or be it grueling case studies inside the classroom. Each and every faculty member picks up the most relevant pedagogical tool to deliver the best in the class.
Institute of Management Technology Nagpur's experienced and talented faculty are world-renowned researchers of repute.
Most of the faculties at IMT Nagpur have a rich corporate experience. This adds up to the knowledge and the learning that they bring to the classroom, which revolves not only around the theoretical aspects, but the practical as well.
Various forums in marketing, finance, HR and information technology do organize numerous workshops and contests as an integral part of IMT Nagpur's academia, and students are encouraged to learn from their own practical day-to-day activities, which contributes to the well-being of the campus and the society as a whole.
There are various committees and forums in IMT Nagpur. To name a few, there are the Corporate Interaction Committee, MARC, the Marketing Forum, and Finaholics, the Finance Forum. I personally am a part of the Corporate Interaction Committee. The Corporate Interaction Committee acts as a bridge between the student managers and the corporates.
Events such as Pantheon, the annual Entrepreneurship Summit, and Drishtikon, a CXO conclave, are instrumental in drawing the industry's experience in working with organizations worldwide, and it achieves IMT's constant endeavor to foster student-corporate interaction.
I'm part of IMT MEN, which stands for Model United Nations. Basically, it conducts a 2-day-long event which has a lot of conferences, and at the end, it is followed by a ball dance and a gala dinner.
IMT Nagpur has enjoyed a healthy and steadily improving placement record since its inception.
The Placement Committee at IMT Nagpur organizes various pre-placement activities before the start of placement season. These pre-placement activities include mock GDPIs, personal mock interviews, guest sessions, and LinkedIn and interview sessions.
The institute boasts of a good placement record comparable to the top B schools in the country.
We have companies from different domains and sectors like IT, maybe it's BFSI or it's healthcare or pharmaceutical, because we have students from all the different backgrounds.
The range of profiles offered by the companies is a testimony to the trust reposed in IMT Nagpur by them. With a heritage of almost 2 decades as a premier B school, more than tens of thousands of alumni across the globe, IMT takes great pride in its alumni achievements.
I am the member of ALCOM, which is the Alumni Committee of IMT Nagpur. The flagship event of this committee is Melange. The idea of Melange is to bridge the gap between the alumni and the current student managers at IMT Nagpur.
In a rapidly changing business world, IMT Nagpur has been successfully reinventing itself by undergoing continuous transformation with the pace of time.
The best takeaway for the students from IMT Nagpur in the 2 years experience that they have here is effective decision making coming from the faculty who teaches them to maintain a perfect balance of theory and the practical world to give effective decision making in the corporates.
IMT Nagpur is proud of its intellectual resources, experiential learning, innovative and critical thinking.
The world-class facilities, the curriculum and the pedagogy at IMT Nagpur reinforce its effort to create globally responsible leaders who are capable of creating new hallmarks in the world of business, economy and society. We welcome you to lead the future with IMT Nagpur.
Yeah, so make your dreams come true at IMT Nagpur. That's the message which this video has been trying to deliver to you. Anyways, coming back to the presentation, So we have the programs offered, 3 programs, PGDM, PGDM Financial Management, and PGDM Marketing. With these programs, when you're talking about the electives being offered as far as these programs are concerned, we have got 6 areas where these electives can be offered. These 6 areas are HR and OB, finance, economics, operations, marketing, BA, and IT. One of my colleague, Professor Anil Kumar, who is the program chairperson as well, he has already spoken to you in that video about the FlexiCore specialization of FlexiCore courses. These FlexiCore courses you can take in the third term itself, and you can take it from any of the areas which may not be of your interest in the second year. But then it is giving you some idea as to how, if say you are interested in finance, but if you take a FlexiCore in the area of marketing, it'll give you some idea as to how marketing would be, or how you would be as when you take the marketing as your maybe a minor specializations. So that is something which is kind of, we are offering at IMT Nagpur. Yeah, please next. When it comes to any B school other than the placement, the other most important thing is the alumni. So we have already spoken about the alumni in the video, but just to give you some brief about these alumni which we have got some 4,000 plus alumni base which is spread across the globe, working in different professional domains. We stay connected with them through various ways. We invite them to the campus for addressing the young budding managers. We invite them to the campus for an overall of our syllabus, our course curriculum. We have a major event where these alumni are invited to the IMT Nagpur campus, and this event is called as Melange. This happens sometime in sometimes in October and November. It's a 2 days event, and somewhere close to 500 alumni, 500 to 600 alumni have been visiting this event almost every year. Thanks to these alumni base only, we could never feel the pinch of this corona when it came to our placements. They were always there to extend the support to us. Next slide, please. These are some of the prominent alumni. Anurag is there. Karthikeya has been working as senior consultant with Ernst Young. Rajkumar is a co-founder of Finders Services Private Limited in entrepreneurship cell. Yeah, next one, please. Anshika is working with ABRL. Then Swagato is with the chapter as director. Recently changed the job, and then Richa is Tredence Analytics. Yeah, next one, please. Next one, please.
Yeah, again with the paucity of time, I'm skipping this slide for the video.
No issues, no issues, no issues. Okay. When it comes to campus life, trust me, the IMT Nagpur campus gives you or probably promises you one of the best campus life. You can see on your screen the ventures which students have been running, and these ventures, they are for the students, to the students, by the students. Initial capital investment arrangements, daily operational nitty-gritties, all are managed by the students. There is no support from any of the faculty or any outside support. The only thing which you provide to them is the place where they can run these ventures. They are taking care of all the arrangements. See, since you will be staying around some 20-25 kilometers away from the city, so of course you need all those daily requirements. So all these student ventures, they take care of all these things. This also works as a kind of a ground for entrepreneurial ventures which have come out from IMT Nagpur. Coming to this slide, you can see these pictures. They are the pictures. The first picture is from the flagship event of, or you can say the business event of IMT Nagpur. This is called as M35 or Milestone 35. It happens every year in the campus. We invite the participants all across the country from various B schools, and we have been having the participation from IIMs, from all the top-rated B schools across the country. Yeah. So we have got some core committees which takes care. These core committees they takes care of the placements, they take care of the corporate interactions, they take care of alumni interactions. One of the committee would also be interacting with you, which is also called as admission interaction committee. You might be posing their questions, they are the ones who are answering. We have got some forums as well. These are academic forums, non-academic forums. These forums, they're kind of finance forum, marketing forum, operations forum, HR forums, and these are the areas, these are the forums, these are the platforms where students are actually satisfying their academic hungers. They are discussing, they are having those academic discussions on these forums. As far as a cultural development part is concerned, IMT Nagpur is having kind of forums which is taking care of the dance and the drama and the photography, the quiz. All these forums and all these clubs are also there. One most important part of any B school, as a side, is the placement. When you look at the numbers, the highest package which an IMT student could grab this year is 23.57 lakh. Close to 47% hike in comparison to the previous year. I'll be shortly be showing you a graph as well, which will be showing a comparison of the last 4 years. Average package is 9.90 lakh per annum, where we have seen a hike of close to 25%. The top 10, the average students package was 15.37 lakh per annum, whereas top 20 average students package was 13.91 lakh. I would say that this kind of placement could become possible because of, despite this Corona thing, because of continuous support from the alumni, continuous support from our existing and new recruiters, and the corporate professionals which we have been inviting in the campus for quite some time. Looking at these numbers, that's a 4 years comparison which I was talking about just now. You can see that in 2017-19 we had 7.62 as the average package, whereas the highest was 10. In just 1 to 3 years, the 10 lakh highest package became 23.57 in the current year, that's 2022, and 7.62, which is the average package was in 2017-19, jumped to 9.9, that's close to 10 lakh rupees. You can say a substantial jump in both these numbers. Of course, the credit goes to, other than the recruiters and the corporate professionals, the credit goes to continuous training we have been providing to all the student managers setting for the placement process. These are some of the corporate guests which we have been inviting during the year. Of course, we could not invite them physically in the campus because of the Corona, but then they connected through online sessions and through multiple platforms, and that's the way through which we could inculcate or we could enhance the relationship with the corporate. That is all for IMT Nagpur, and I'll hand over the stage to my colleague, Professor Dhananjay Singh. Over to you, sir. Thank you very much.
So thanks a lot, sir, and warm welcome to all the participants. And let me congratulate all of you for having taken the call to attend the session, which probably will help you in making or taking a very informed decision as far as your career is concerned, and especially career in management. Can we go to the next slide? Well, IMT Hyderabad happens to be the youngest campus of the IMT group, but by no means any way or any which way or any parameter IMT Hyderabad or the campuses of IMT Hyderabad are any different. So we started our operations in the year 2011, and we are driven by the motto of nurturing socially responsible business leaders through leadership engagement and program. We are located in the close vicinity of the IT, pharma, and the innovation hub in Telangana, very close to the airport. A very interesting statistics is that we are the second business school in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh to feature in the top 65 NIRF ranking. We are one among very few campuses in India, probably the youngest, to offer a fellow program in management in its 10th year of existence. Because we are part of IMT Group, we also leverage on the international partnerships that we are able to get because of IMT Ghaziabad. And at IMT Hyderabad, we have this practice of 20% of every course being handled by practitioners. So on an average, in a term where there are 6 or 7 courses, you will end up listening to at least 7 to 10 practitioners. And if you add in 3 terms, probably you get a chance to interact with about 30 odd practitioners in 1 year. And these practitioners are senior corporate functionaries who come and bring a lot of very enriching experience, which they share with the students in the class. Now, Ishita, before you play the video, can we do one thing? Can I complete the presentation and then play the video, or would you like to go in the same order?
Sure, no problem.
So let me first share my views, and then in the end we'll present the video, and then you can take over. Now, why IMT or why IMT Hyderabad? Now, one very important thing, if I look at this particular program from a student's angle, is the value for money in a PGDM program. Like what I'm giving to the institution and what I'm getting. Now that way, all the IMT campuses are reputed and dedicated to offering very good in terms of management program. But if I look in terms of the CTC that a student gets at the end of the program, the entitlement in terms of accommodation on campus, IMT Hyderabad probably would be one among very few campuses in India where every student is entitled to single occupancy accommodation on campus. We offer world-renowned certifications in partnership with very good certificating agencies or certifying agencies in terms of offering you global certifications. As I've said, because of the partnership that we have at the group level, we have very active student and faculty exchange with 52 odd partner institutions across the globe. We are in the business of fostering global outlook and social consciousness through very well cultivated and very well organized and nurtured global and social immersion workshops. And my colleague Professor Barnali was talking about IMT always taking input from the industry, and this is just one small example of that. From this term, we have started offering a core course in sustainability and social responsibility, because we believe as business management student, when we are in the business of nurturing socially responsible business leaders, this is one very important objective that we need to imbibe and inculcate in our curriculum. Moving on, next slide, please. Well, a good business school will be recognized, will be ranked, and will have the requisite accreditations. IMT Hyderabad is no different. We are NBA accredited. We have also been accredited by SATS. Our programs are AICTE approved, and we have MBA equivalence and AIU recognition, AIU thing for all the programs that we offer in the PGDM group, PGDM marketing, PGDM, and PGDM finance. And we also have the rankings for our programs, and probably we feature among the very few top business schools in Telangana and South India who are in the business of management education and doing very well in terms of PGDM programs. Next slide, please. IMT Hyderabad offers 2 years full-time program, and we have 3 programs. We have PGDM full-time, where we have 120 students who can join. We have PGDM marketing with 60 student intake, and PGDM finance with another 60 student intake. A student who is joining our program can specialize in marketing, finance and accounting, human resource management, analytics and information technology, operations management, and general management. But the best part of the specialization is the student has the option to choose their own electives. This particular point was even highlighted by Professor Barnali. So you have the option of going for choice-based electives, And again, another very important point is the courses being offered are contemporary and guided by industry practitioners. Therefore, the electives on offer are highly contextual and contemporary. Some of the very salient features of our PGDM program offering include global connect, social immersion, mentoring by CXOs, and that is one-to-one mentoring, practitioner sessions, which I've already talked about, workshop in emerging areas like personal branding, digital marketing, marketing analytics, and professional certification in select fields are some of the very important features of our program offerings. Next slide, please. The new initiatives that we have taken in 2022, we have decided that every student who joins IMT Hyderabad is going to be sponsored for one global certification in partnership with a global institution, and that particular fee for that particular program is going to be sponsored by the institution. We are going to organize workshops in micro credit courses in emerging areas like blockchain technologies, IoT, and things like that. Because of Corona, blended learning using immersive technologies has become a way of life at IMT Hyderabad. And needless to say that an institution of the stature of IMT Hyderabad is COVID compliant by taking care of all the preventive measures and putting in place all the preventive requirements, so that in case of or in eventuality of any problem with respect to COVID, we have got the isolation blocks. In fact, we have got one complete block which is dedicated to isolating students, God forbid, if there are any such cases. So IMT Hyderabad, I will not be wrong in saying that we have learned to coexist. We don't want the virus to exist. We are praying, and probably we are hoping the government takes the right measures so that the virus is gone. But IMT, and I would say this for all the campuses of IMT, we are prepared, and we are prepared so well that probably we can say that the classroom, the learning, the pedagogy, the interventions, and whatever is required for a good management program will not stop whether there is a virus or there is no virus. So we have learned to coexist thanks to the measures that we have put in place. Next slide, please. Well, when we do all these things, placements are a natural outcome, and placements would happen, right? So IMT Hyderabad, this year, our average placement package has been 9.27 lakhs per annum, which is an incredible about 26% jump from last year. The top 10 offers averages to 13.32 lakhs per annum. The top 20 averages to 12.45, and the average CTC is 9.27, which I have already talked about. But another very important point that I would like to bring for the benefit of the audience is, see, you are going to specialize in finance or marketing or operations or business analytics. You'll be interested to know what kind of recruiters visit in these specific profiles. So I'm just giving you a few names of recruiters who have visited the campus this year. Now, if I talk about finance, we had Genpact, who came for an associate consultant role. There was VE Commercials, KPMG, K Ratings, Trust Vista Financials, Accenture, and Oracle, who had come for net suit consulting roles. If you talk about marketing, we had Reliance Retail, Marico, HCL, Khimji Ramdas, Oracle, SBI Life, Wipro, Cognizant, and Aditya Birla, Madura Garments. Operations, we had Schneider Electric, Accenture, Gati, Logit One, Amazon, HCL, Hexaware, Advanced Auto Parts, and so on and so forth. And needless to say that Deloitte, RCCM, D. Shaw also visited the campus. So I've shared with you the names that I remember for specific functional areas in terms of roles being offered by the companies. So what I'm directly indicating to the audience is that placements at IMT Hyderabad is a foregone conclusion. Your placement package and the kind of companies you crack is all a function of the kind of effort you put on campus. Next slide, please. We are very happy to share this particular slide with you. The alumni, IMT Hyderabad alumni who have graduated from the campus So we have Kanika Sharma, who passed out in the year 2012-14, who is currently heading the role of campus recruitment lead at Bain & Company, a consulting company. Ankit Surana, who passed out in the year 2011-13 batch, passed out in the year 2013, assistant vice president at IndusInd Bank. Ravi Gupta is manager e-data delivery at Nielsen IQ. And the interesting part is he joined the company as a management trainee and has grown and has progressed in his career to become the manager, which is a jump of almost 4 designations. And Sanjula Bignani currently is the head business development at Dineout. In my next slide, I'm also going to share with you 3 more stories with respect to alumni. Sumit Gupta, who graduated in the year 2012-14. In fact, I remember he was one of my students in my marketing class. He joined this company called Nephro Plus as a management trainee. Then he became cluster manager, business head, and currently he is senior manager operations, heading Nephro Plus operations in Philippines. Pushkar Gatole joined iGate as an associate consultant. Then he became associate consultant with Capgemini, was promoted as senior consultant with Capgemini, and then currently he is the analytics advisory specialist at Accenture. And if I look at Manasi Nigam, who graduated in the year 2017, she joined S&P Global Marketing Intelligence as a financial modeling associate, was promoted as a senior financial modeling associate, and currently the assistant manager at S&P Global Marketing Intelligence in a span of hardly 4 years. Now you may ask me, why did I share this with you? This is just to give you an indication as to what kind of preparedness our students go through in terms of the program, offering, interventions and things whereby they get ready for their corporate career. So we don't just prepare students for jobs. Strictly speaking, in the true sense, we prepare and nurture our students to take up interesting roles and profiles and thereby make careers, not just join a company. Moving on, next slide, please. Next slide. I think we have gone back. Next.
1 second.
So we are skipping this, right?
Yes, we will skip it.
Okay, so next, please. Well, I think Professor Banali said IMT Ghaziabad does not sleep because of the kind of clubs and committees on campus. Well, at IMT Hyderabad, we are probably a bit liberal. So IMT Hyderabad hardly sleeps. And the faculty has only got the mentorship role in ensuring that students participate in clubs and committees and activities on campus. We have beautiful 30-acre lush green campus very close to the Rajiv Gandhi International Airport and all other things required to offer a great program. As I said, we have student accommodation, student hostels where every student gets a single occupancy room. And we have got clubs and committees in various functional areas. There are student committees, student council, student committee of placements, media relations committee, international relations committee, and the mess committee. And the 13 student clubs, which are there in marketing, finance, HR, operations, and other areas, keep the students engaged in highly competitive activities on campus. Just one small suggestion. If any member of the audience is joining this particular campus, my sincere suggestion would be not to try to become a member of all the clubs and committees. Maybe pick that club or pick that committee where you can contribute and then contribute to the growth and functioning of that particular initiative. That's going to be a real very good value addition for you, right? But there is no dearth of activities on IMT campus, and we are beautiful campus, lush green campus. So you'll really enjoy your stay on campus. Some of the very important events that we have been hosting. Can you just go back once, Ishita?
Sure.
Just once.
Sorry.
And maybe after this, probably you can play the video if we have time, or else we can go to your part.
Yeah.
So you can directly go to the video slide because I think I am done from my side. You can directly go to the video part.
The moment I stepped into the campus, I was in
awe of the infrastructure IMT Hyderabad has.
I believe IMT Hyderabad has been able to transform me completely as an individual, and thus I'll say that now I am a much more corporate ready person than I earlier was.
IMT for me is a home away from the hustle bustle of the city.
IMT has transformed me into a better version of myself.
IMT Hyderabad believes in honing the skills of its students. IMT for me is the best decision I've taken so far.
IMT for me is a plethora of cultural diversity and new people.
IMT has taught me how to smile and keep my calm all the time.
For me, IMT Hyderabad is phenomenal.
IMT Hyderabad is an up-and-coming business school with a very promising future, and being a part of such an institution will help me give the right direction to my career.
The students in IMT Hyderabad specifically come from a myriad of educational backgrounds, which is very good because we have peer learning as our major focus here.
IMT Hyderabad was established in the year 2011 with a vision to lead the future with continuous innovation, aspirations and foresight. Located on a sprawling campus of 30 acres, IMT Hyderabad provides world-class infrastructure that embraces academic vitality of this institution.
It was a very clear-cut choice for me. IMT itself is Institute of Management Technology, a very, very powerful brand name. Hyderabad, next biggest Silicon Valley of the country. So my choice was very clear to why to choose IMT Hyderabad.
IMT Hyderabad contributes to the development of business and society through excellence in grooming leadership, entrepreneurial talent, and research.
So the first trimester gives you a taste of what the rest of the 2 years are going to look like. So time management being one of the major things that you learn. And also that is where your actual peer learning starts. Because in the very first semester itself, you'll have interviews for clubs and committees which tell you what you're up against, what you bring to the table as an individual.
One of the major strengths of IMT Hyderabad is rich, diverse faculty who has industry and research experience globally.
IMT Hyderabad constantly endeavors to provide its students an excellent learning experience through unique pedagogy and curriculum that matches contemporary business requirements.
So our course is very diverse. We have a lot of case studies that are actually from Harvard. We have brainstorming sessions in class in which all of us has to participate.
At IMT Hyderabad, we use a whole array of tools for our students. It ranges from case study to group discussion, to various written assignments, to various group project presentations, to practitioner sessions, to industry visits, so on and so forth. The whole purpose is to make the student understand the application-oriented management thought process.
So one of the pedagogy which IMT Hyderabad uses is case-based analysis. So while discussing the solution in the class, I get to know a lot of insights from different people on solving the problem.
LRC, a library with the finest collection of books, journals, e-journals, corporate and industry information, and country research databases is the lifeblood of the institution.
To make our students industry ready, we have adopted several innovative practices such as practitioner sessions, leadership series, long duration internship program.
With activities like the Corporate Connect activities and the leadership activities, where industry professionals discuss real-life industry scenarios, cases and problems, wherein the students understand how we can apply management concepts in the real world.
Practitioner sessions are handled by industry professionals who are at CXO level or heading businesses, and they bring the practical nuances to the classroom.
various forums in marketing, finance, HR, information technology, etc. keep organizing numerous workshops and contests that keep the students in a very competitive edge in the backdrop of the competitive nature of modern economy and business scenario. Life at IMT Hyderabad goes beyond the outstanding residential facilities provided by the institution.
So the best part about IMT Hyderabad has been that it has a lot of clubs and committees.
At IMT Hyderabad, we have two major fests. First, Peridox, the annual sporting tournament, and the management cum cultural fest called Impel.
So they come up with events every quarter, and you can either set up shop with a new product or you can come up with a new marketing tagline. There is an event called Brandify, which we recently had. So all of that put together keeps your marketing skills up throughout the semester.
I'm a part of TEDx IMT Hyderabad. It is one of the renowned clubs of the college.
Sports helps in building the strength of a character of an individual. It also helps in improvement of traits like patience, perseverance, and teamwork.
We have cricket, we have football, volleyball, we have a basketball court, badminton, and what have you. We have a cafeteria that is functional till 3 a.m. So no matter how late in the night you're studying, you always have a place to go for coffee. So it's like a mini township in itself.
The global exposure at IMT Hyderabad is very distinct in a way that provides the students with an international interface in terms of students exchange program.
When I came in IMT for the first time, I arrived in the campus. It was great. Everything is green. People are nice.
The student exchange program provided me with an opportunity to travel across various countries and think from a global outlook and understand different cultures.
In a globalized world like ours, it is very imperative that young professionals start learning to work with different teams and cultures. Our experience at the Ian Normandy Business School gave us just the right opportunity to be a part of discussions on topics like world politics, on religion, culture, and also to be part of global events.
In the short time since its inception, the institute boasts of a good placement record comparable to top B schools in the country.
So a pre-placement training is conducted for the second year student as soon as we come back from our internship, and it is a very rigorous training which is imparted, wherein we get to be a part of the mock group discussions, mock personal interviews, and also aptitude training is also given to us.
The career services and the placements team at IMT Hyderabad arranges internships for the first year students and final placements for the final year students.
So we have a dedicated 14 to 16 weeks of internship wherein student can go in, understand the company work culture, and then get a project where it would help the company as well as the student.
The biggest strength of the placements team at IMT Hyderabad is the strong industry network that we have. Now this network helps us to provide a diversity in terms of the sectors from which the employers come. So we have a whole range of sectors ranging from pharma, healthcare, consulting, manufacturing, real estate, retail, e-commerce, and so on, which recruit our students.
The range of profiles offered by the companies is a testimony to the trust reposed in IMT Hyderabad by them.
Two of the big fours of financial industries happens to be the recruiter at IMT Hyderabad, the Deloitte and KPMG. We also have students who have done their internship at Google, Amazon, Dell, Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein with pre-placement offers.
Today, we stand on the threshold of being acknowledged as one of the premier B schools in India.
Sorry, I think my network got disconnected for a moment, so I will just reshare and just give me 1 minute, everyone.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone can see my slides. So
Yes, I
I will take you through the common admissions process for 2022 now. And as you know, IMT has one application for all its 3 campuses. It is a common application which is now live from 3rd of January on the imt.edu website. So the application is live now. It is likely to be live for a few days. We have opened it because the CAT results are out, and also the ZAT answer keys are out. The ZAT results are expected very soon. That is the reason why we have reopened to allow the students to apply. So it is live right now. So what is IMT looking for in potential aspirants? Now, as you know, there are some mandatory clauses which every B school looks for in a PGDM candidate. They should have a 3 years bachelor's degree or equivalent with a minimum of 50% marks. The test of CAT 2021, ZAT 2022, the GMAT score, which is valid, which we take, is between the test taken between Jan 1st, 2018 to February 28, 2022. For Nagpur and Hyderabad, we take an additional test, which is the CMAT. So for this year, we will take the CMAT 2022 test. Remember, this is only for Nagpur and Hyderabad and not for Ghaziabad. So what are the added factors which enhance application? One is the student, whoever is applying, should have subject domain knowledge, which means that whatever subject he has studied in his undergrad or postgrad, he should have sufficient domain knowledge on that subject, whether it's an engineering subject, an arts subject, a commerce subject, or anything else. As you know, a student in a PGDM program, a manager requires excellent oral and written communication skills. So a candidate requires to have good communication skills, both in written as well as oral. For being a potential manager, we are also looking at students who have strong analytical and problem solving skills, and we will have the admission process test these skills in a student. Academic diversity is an important component. As you know, the pattern of an MBA aspirant or the demographic is usually a lot of engineering students apply. But to bring diversity in the classroom, we would also encourage non-engineers, we would encourage arts background student, commerce background student, medicine background students to apply, because for the admission process, we look at academic diversity of a candidate, and that has added merit to the candidate. We also look at work experience. Work experience is not only of duration, that is the number of years worked. We also look at the quality of work experience. Quality basis, the profile of the candidate, what kind of job responsibilities the candidate has, what kind of designation, career progression the candidate is having, and what kind of company the candidate is currently serving or has served in the past. Also, core IMT qualities. Core IMT qualities are a person who has leadership potential, a person who has ability to work in teams, is willing to get his or her hands dirty, and a person who is a doer. So that is the kind of person that who will imbibe into the IMT culture and who IMT is looking for. So if this is a brief background of our current class, if you see our current class, and this is across campuses, this is across the 3 campuses of IMT, you will see that there are engineering students. Yes, they are a majority, but primarily because we are taking students from the CAT, ZAT, GMAT pool. Mostly there are engineers till now who are taking these tests, but we have a very large pool of non-engineers as well. We have management undergrad students, we have science students, we have commerce and arts. So we have other backgrounds as well, not only the engineering background. So we also have sector-wise experience. We have work experience-wise. If you can see, there are students between 0 to 2 years work experience, and also between 2 to 5 years work. So we have a healthy mix of freshers as well as work experience students. Now the process goes like this. You fill up the online application form. The link is given below. imt.edu/2022 admissions 2022 is the link. You can copy paste the link from here and use it for applying to the application form. Once you fill up the application form, you submit the application fees, and you pay the application fees and submit the form. And you submit your test scores. So whoever has the test scores can submit them now. But what we do is we actually are looking for your test ID or test registration number, because for CAT and ZAT applicants, we take your scores directly from the CAT and ZAT authorities. So for CAT, we take it from IIM, from ZAT, we take it from XLRI. So we would only require your IDs or your registration numbers. The responsibility of the percentile and scores are on us because we take it directly from there. For the GMAT applicants, you please put down your test registration number and your actual scores, and we will also verify your scores from GMAT. Once the test scores are submitted, there is a process of shortlisting. The shortlisting is done in the month of Jan and February, and then the process happens in the month of February, where we will call in the students for the admission process. In the subsequent slides, I will let you know what that process entails. And obviously, there is the announcement of result, usually by the mid of March, and then there is reporting as basis the academic calendar. Usually, that month is June. So what has happened this year? This year, we have looked at obviously benchmark ourselves across the best B schools in India and abroad. And we thought that we will kind of look at the admission process a little bit more holistically. Traditionally, IMT has been shortlisting candidates basis the criteria of test scores. As you all are aware, IMT test score requirement for Ghaziabad, Nagpur and Hyderabad, there is a cutoff. And IMT has been shortlisting candidate for its admissions process based on the test score. This year, we are expanding that pool and also calling in students who have exceptional profiles as well as exceptional work experience. So the pool of candidates who are called for our selection process or admission process will be either a test scorer, high test scorer, or will have an exceptional profile. And I will tell you what are the details of that in my subsequent slides. Or that person needs to have an exceptional work experience. So any of the three categories, we can call the person in for an admissions process. Now, so in terms of exceptional profile-based selection, apart from the basic eligibility criteria, which is graduation and etc., what we are doing is we are calling in candidates for a selection process based on some additional criteria. The additional criteria are if the person is from a reputable and premium undergrad college university in India. For that candidate, we are doing a test score relaxation of 4 or 5 percentile for each campus, depending on the campus cutoff. We are also looking at students who have done their bachelor's from a reputable institute abroad, a ranked institute overseas. Also, candidates who have represented their in sports in national and international level. We are also looking at those profile of candidates because we feel those candidates will be good potential manager material, because a lot of what is taught in sports applies to a lot of what is taught in business management. So we are looking at candidates for diversity who have also represented India in national and international sports. Also, we are keeping a fourth category of students. Those are students who have some other exceptional talent or skill, which can be proved by public documents, government certified documents. It can be an entrepreneurial venture that you have taken up, which is listed. It can be some other thing which you have done in your school or college life, which can really enhance your profile, and you can talk about it, and you have certifications to prove it. Now, how will we collect this information? For the undergrad colleges, there is a list which we have at the back end, which is a curated list, and we will match those candidates basis that list and call them in for the process. For number 3 and 4, that is sports and other exceptional talents, we will ask the students to fill in a profile detail form and also upload necessary documents which prove their candidature. So they can fill up the form, the questions given in the form, upload their necessary documents and certifications, and basis those documents, we will call them in for an interview, right? So these are the 5 primary shortlisting criteria for the profile-based selection. We are also looking at exceptional work experience candidates. So for them also, we are going to relax the cutoffs. Exceptional work experience means the candidate must have worked a minimum of 2 years. That minimum of 2 years has to be a managerial work experience and not an internship or articleship, etc. The candidate needs to be working in a leading national or multinational listed company, which is an international company or a foreign multinational company. So in case a candidate has these skills, the candidate can list out the work experience in their application form and the profile detail form. Basis that, we will call in the candidate for a selection process with the other candidates. And the list of companies which we are considering, there is always a list in the backend. We will match the candidate profile to that list in the backend. Okay, and the third is very common. It has already happened in IMT before, so all of you are aware of it, which is the test score. So high test score candidates is a third category, which we will call for shortlisting. So a lot of you may have queries on what is the cutoff, which is the primary query right now happening, I think, on your chat windows and all the questions. The cutoff last year for IMT Ghaziabad was 90, for IMT Hyderabad and Nagpur was 75. So this year, this is not saying that this year the cutoff will remain the same. The cutoffs can increase or decrease depending on the pool of applicants. But this is just to give an indication what the cutoffs were. Having said that, we are going to do a relaxation of cutoffs for WorkX candidates as well as profile-based candidates. So we are inviting candidates who think that they have a good profile, who think they have good work experience quality to apply to IMT, because for them, we are looking at relaxing the cutoffs. Okay. So once these candidates are shortlisted for the process of admissions, then they are in the same pool, and they will be uniformly evaluated on the criteria mentioned on the presentation now. So there is a critical thinking test in which we evaluate a candidate for critical thinking, analytical thinking skills, written communication, and innovation and creativity. So these are the parameters in the critical thinking test. It's a test which will be given to you. It's a 30 minutes test. You have to write your thoughts about an issue which will already be listed there and present it to us, and then we will judge you basis these three parameters. Also, in addition to the critical thinking, there is a personal interview process which will judge you on communication and interpersonal skills, domain knowledge, analytical and problem solving skills, business awareness and general awareness, and future potential for employability, which means what is your future potential to get placed. So that is a very important criteria as a B school for us and as for you as a candidate. And then the parameters of academic scores, your 10th, 12th, undergrad, your CAT scores, your work experience, your academic diversity are the parameters which is finally be used for your selection. So the previous slide I told you what are the parameters for shortlisting: test scores, profile-based admission, and good work experience. Now, once we call you in for the admission process or the interview process, we will select you basis these parameters. So these are some key dates and deadlines. The application, as I told you, is live now. We will also have another session, which is a counseling information session between 22nd, 23rd of January. The process starts by second week of February, and then by March, we will declare the results. Okay. So this is actually the information pertaining to the admissions process. I have given you some indication about what the profile-based admissions are going to look like, what are the WorkX-based admissions are going to look like, and how IMT Ghaziabad is looking to, IMT as a whole is looking to kind of enhance its pool of applicants by taking in applicants from all kinds, whether it's a high test score student, whether it's a profile-based student, as well as a good WorkX-based student. So I think we are already crossed 6 o'clock now. So we probably have time for about 4 to 5 questions. And I would request the team to kind of, if you want to speak up, you can kind of post the questions to whoever it is relevant. Probably 5 questions we can take up.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Okay, ma'am, there is a question for you. While filling the application, what is the difference in selecting IMT Ghaziabad online, IMT Nagpur online, and IMT Hyderabad online when we need to attend this online only, the whole process?
So basically, when we started the process, we envisaged that the process will run in our campuses online. Our campus is offline, that is face-to-face. So Ghaziabad, Nagpur, and Hyderabad campus locations will run the process in an offline face-to-face mode. And the outside locations, whoever cannot come to campus because of whatever reasons, maybe COVID, whether travel restrictions, can do the process online through a video interview and a video process. Looking at the current situation right now, in which COVID cases are increasing, and we are actually in the midst of the third wave, we are going to switch to 100% online mode. I think a mail must have gone to all the candidates today, in which it was clearly mentioned that whoever has chosen an offline option as of now will be switched to an online mode, and all of the candidates need to take the admissions process online sitting at their home. So that is, for now, looking at the prevailing situation, it has been decided that the process will run online for all candidates. Yeah, the next question, please.
Banali ma'am, there's a question for you. For consultancy, which will be the best program at IMT Ghaziabad? Will it be PGDM or BFS?
For what consultancy, Apurva? Which type of consultancy?
For finance related consultancy.
Okay, so it again depends where exactly, like consultancy are students from BFS as well as finance program. From both the streams, etc. I mean, both the streams, students have got placed in for consultancy in good consultancy firms in finance profile. So, you know, like banking consultancy, you want to, if you have taken banking program, then in that case, you can join a consultancy firm which offers a banking consultancy profile. So in fact, you know, to answer your query, even if you take finance or BFS, even BFS students can appear for finance profile. And both can appear for finance profile, like finance students can also appear for BFS profile, and so can BFS profile students appear. But then it depends on what kind of niche job it is. If it is typical financial services program job, then in that case, BFS students obviously will get a preference. It depends on what kind of consultancy. So both the students are eligible for this particular job.
There is a question, next question, Pawan sir, if you can take this. Do each and every child get a chance for the exchange program, or it is based on some CGPA based criteria?
Yeah, so the candidate who is asking this to him or her, the answer is, you know, some CGPA based criteria is followed. Of course, your academics, your performance is looked at, and then on the basis of that, you can go for the exchange program. Is approved. Apurv.
Yes, sir. Ishita ma'am, one question is for you. Will architecture be considered a diverse academic background?
Yes, so architecture will be considered a diverse academic background. So anything which comes, architecture traditionally comes under the engineering pool, but we still consider architecture, medicine, law, arts, commerce as academic diverse pool, because the perspective they bring to the classroom is different from an engineering
background. Again, a question for you, ma'am. Is there any domicile preference in IMT Ghaziabad?
Is there any, sorry?
Domicile preference.
No, there is no domicile preference. Domicile is not considered under the merit. The merit criteria is very objective, academically and work experience driven. So it is not to do with the place of stay of candidate. Having said that, we offer scholarships to students. There's a scholarship page which is already live on applications page on the website. You can refer. The women candidates get scholarship, high merit candidates get scholarships. EWS, economically weaker sections have scholarships. So you can look at the scholarship section to see what kind of scholarship you fit in. But in the merit criteria, there is no preference for domicile or anything.
Banali ma'am, there's a question for you. Many students have asked this. What is the weightage given to past academics, WorkX and CAT percentile?
Do you want me to take up this question, ma'am? I think.
Yeah. Actually, it is for you, Ms. Ishita.
Yeah. Okay. So let me say that academics and CAT percentile are given a due weightage in the pool. It changes every year. but they have quite a lot of weightage. We prefer students who have a good academic background, not in terms of scores, but also in terms of the quality of education they have got. So there are two components to academics. It's one is the score, and to balance it out, we see the quality of the of the school or the institute or the college that the student has gone to. Because it is not only scores. Some students can get very high scores, but they are in the lower ranked university. Some students can get average scores, but the ranking and reputation of the university or school is very high. So we'll look at that aspect. Even if you have a lower score in CAT, and you can offset it with a very good academic background, very good work experience and profile, you will get an advantage. So if what my suggestion is, rather than look at what percentile, what percentage of parameters it is, see where you are weak at, and then try to see it, how you can offset it with something else which you are stronger, and get in a good profile for us, because that is what we are looking for. Your interview, your personal interview, will also determine to a very large extent whether you get a call, whether you get a final call or not. So if you think that somewhere you are weak, you need to perform better in other places and present yourself very well.
So this is the last question. Dhananjay sir, if you could take this. Is PGDM marketing a separate 2-year program, or is marketing an elective that we can take part as a part of our general PGDM?
Okay, so this is a good question. In fact, thanks that the candidate asked this question. So somebody who is opting for PGDM marketing, or somebody who has been offered PGDM marketing, has to necessarily specialize in marketing. So first year when the student join the program, whether you are PGDM marketing or you are PGDM finance or you are PGDM, all of you end up studying the same set of courses in your term 1, 2 and 3. When it comes to a PGDM marketing student, then that student has to take specialization in marketing, whereas a PGDM student has the advantage of deciding the elective at the end of first year. So a PGDM student can opt for either finance or marketing or HR or analytics or operations, because they have the freedom to choose their elective. Whereas for PGDM marketing student, once the admission has been offered, the student has to necessarily specialize in marketing. However, because we have the dual specialization concept, you can complement that by specializing in some other area.
I think we are coming to an end of our FAQ session.
Okay, great. So thank you for the questions, Apoorv. Thank you to my co-panelists, and thank you to the participants for sparing the time today. I hope we were able to address most of your concerns. All further concerns, you can please email us at admissions@imt.edu. For students who have already applied or in the process of applying, there is a query portal in the application form. You can submit your queries in that, or you can write to us, you can email us, and we'll be very happy to take your questions. Thank you everybody for this very insightful session. I think Professor Dhananjay wants to say something.
No, just one point. So since students have participated and we really appreciate that, I just wanted to inform that again on January 22nd and 23rd, if I'm not wrong, as Ishita Madam has already told.
That's right.
We're conducting the information and counseling session. So maybe you guys can join there and then specifically interact with the campus representatives on that particular day, as well as know more about the process.
Yes, that's right. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening. Thank you. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.